Hold on, I gotta clean my camera. That is terrible. That is terrible, 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 terrible. Now you can see me. Let's see if there's light flare. Yes. Light flare, no flare. Probably shouldn't do it right at the lens, but you know what I mean. My phone is so dirty. It's disgusting. Hold on. Okay. I am fried looking today, but I really don't feel good, y'all. My face is very swollen. Thank you. My face is very swollen on this side right through here. I had a root canal clean out yesterday, my whole face. I just feel like crap. Mine gets beyond dirty, Amy. Like, I'm disgusting. I don't know why, but my fingers are like bad. I'm done with these angles. We're gonna be honest, and that's not freaking high enough for nobody right there. If you're gonna hang, you actually have to hang. You can't like half hang. You freaking hang if you're gonna hang, people. And that's what I'm gonna do. Is I'm gonna hang from these things. If I still don't have my camera stand, it's not here till tomorrow, so I got the right one, and I'll be mic'd up. I do not have a mic right now, so it's just.
Well, that storm that hit the south last week, and University of Mississippi was closed for a week.
Hanging's really good for you. I highly recommend it. You do 3 times for up to 30 seconds. Yes, yes, you're free dangling. It's important.
Yeah, I think it's probably extended. It just stopped freezing and rain went down 2-3 days later. So I knew moved on to the next step. You know, gave me a call.
Yes. And then I'll do that one more time. And that kind of gravity 24/7 is not a good idea. And how many times do you do that motion? When you work out, you should think about doing things that you don't normally do. Move in ways you don't normally do so that you actually can still do those things like 50 years from now. You can either get to 80 and not be able to get onto the floor or get off the floor, or you can get to 80 and be able to roll over the floor and get right back up. So, age well, people. Okay, so that was only about 20 seconds. God, when I sat back down, the vibration of my cheek, my tooth. Oh my gosh, drill into your face, and guess what? I don't know what I'm doing now. I just have to. It's just. arms today. Hi. Leah. That's a really pretty name. I like the name Leah. If I'm saying that right. And if I'm not, forgive me. I don't know what I said. Let's see if the arm machine's open. I need to do arms today. I normally would do my abs right now, but I'm gonna work up to it. My right side, I twisted it when I was getting out of the car, and it's kind of tender, and I was like, I don't know if I should be working my arms out like that. I don't know if these people are on this machine or not. I hope not. Are y'all on this machine? Okay. I don't want to take anybody's machine. Let's see. Angles not be my thing. Angle bedangle, but probably blue closer. People aren't having a look. Yes. Can you even see me? Oh, what did you do? Too much walking? That's never good. Never good. I gotta go do more. Somebody go force me. I got this. Give a round of applause. We got this. So, do you think that, like, in CrossFit training, they do moves really, really fast, like one after the other? You're supposed to do them, like, as many times as you can, as quickly as you can. You almost have to relearn going from a gym to CrossFit. Or do you think doing a movement controlled and slow is the way to go? In CrossFit, there are a lot of injuries, but a lot of injuries because you load, like, so much weight. Like, you are squatting like 300 pounds by the end of it, and it's insane. But that's not good for your spine, by the way. A lot of heavy lifter and squatters end up getting lumps on the back of their neck that they have to get, like, drained and stuff. It's like a cyst pocket from the weight of the bar pushing down. It's really sad. But is it better to do slow controlled movements? I'm going to try that. I was doing kind of fast. So I'm going to do slow and controlled movements and see my progress that I make doing slow versus doing fast like I was doing. So I'm trying to go a little back view. Yay! I know you don't get to see much of my front because you can't. But I didn't know if that was like causing problems. The light, it's a paid actor. Don't mess with the light. I think I want to try doing like one more set, but I won't be able to do 3 of each because I can feel it in my chest that I won't be able to do that. Those, when you do a pull-up like this, you have to use more of your abs than you do your arms. And you see, like when people do pull-ups, they'll wave their back like this to do them. It's because they're doing them with their abs. And if you do a little boom, your abs do most of the work and then your arms get it. But I'm trying to work my arms, so I'm trying not to do that. I caught myself doing that twice. I was having to, but I'm trying. But that could count as my ab workout too. So 2 birds, 1 stone. Let's do it. Hey y'all, I know y'all sent messages in Discord too, and I apologize for not getting back with y'all because your girl's been going through it. So I had a root canal a couple years ago, and it went bad on me, so I had to go clean it out. And believe it or not, that hurts really bad. Like my face is so swollen. It's terrible. Um, and I don't take anything for pain. Well, I do, but I take things like ginger shots, turmeric shots, and they work wonderfully. But this is the type of pain that you can't even eat. So I'm just here. I'm just here. I'm just here, guys. I'm barely making it, to be honest with you. But that's why I'm here. That's how you keep making it. And I get my camera stand tomorrow, so I'll be super excited. And a mic, so it's a small magnetic mic that I'll put on my shirt. And you'll actually be able to hear me when I'm working out. Because I do have wonderful thoughts while I'm working out. I should share these thoughts with people. I twisted getting out of the car earlier, and I hurt my side right here, and I went to go do that, and a sharp pain shot up my side, and I'm like, no. I know when not to do something like that. And yes, I did hurt myself twisting to get out of the car. I heard it when I said it, and you know what? It's what happened. So if it's embarrassing, it's embarrassing. Who cares? You know why? Who really cares? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna walk up the steps. Do you know why? Because I just don't want to do anything else. I don't know. You know what? I might do the treadmill. That's pretty easy. And I'll do the one where I walk really slow. I really did hurt my side, y'all. That really hurt. It's through here. Because when I had my gym bag, my backpack, books, my lunch, which my lunch weighs about the same as my backpack because I pack everything in mason jars. If my theory is if you can't put it in a mason jar, screw it, because you should be able to fit everything in a damn mason jar. Their temperature can go from cold to hot, like doesn't matter, like great, good for canning. So I'm doing beginner. I can't even. I usually have a friend here that's tonight, but no, they're not fun. And you know, I'm just trying to lift too much at once while I was twisting to get out of my car. It was just a bad idea on my part altogether. But, you know, live, laugh, love. I was about to be late for lab, and I said, no, thank you. I'm making it for lab because if you're like 15 minutes late, they don't let you participate. So I wasn't 15 minutes late, but I was not about to be late and miss the instructions. So I was struggling. I was like running up the stairs from the third flight and then down to the second flight, and I was like, but you know what, I made it. And it ended up being a really rough day for everybody involved. Like, a girl had a mental breakdown while in lab because she just did not understand what was going on. And I felt so bad for her. I tried to help her walk her through it, but she just did not get it. And then we have physics and then we have math together, like an hour break, and then we both take the same classes. But after she texted me, she's like, I'm not going. She goes, I am too of a mess. She goes, if I go in there and they have any review questions that I don't understand, she goes, I'm just going to break. She goes, this is not a good idea. I said, yeah, you need to go home and take care of you for a bit. I said, the review is online. I said, what do you really need to go to the review class for? Maybe to ask questions. I said, but you got classmates and Chat GPT and everything else, so go take care of you. I stayed, and I'm really glad that I did because nobody else did. Hardly anybody else did. There was me and one other girl. So I got one-on-one teaching with the head of the math department. Like, she is brilliant the way she explains things. And it just makes it so much easier to understand that I understood every little concept I thought I didn't understand. I completely get up. Like, I'm so proud of myself. I went from being very doubtful to winning again. I go ups and downs. Sometimes I see a concept in a math and I'm like, what are they talking about? But what's weird is I can do full trigonometry, I can do calculus, I can do pre-cal, I could do even just regular old algebra. I could do it all. However, I go to physics class and the teacher's like, you need to use this formula, and you read the problem and then you put the stuff into the formula. I break. I'm like, you want me to add those numbers and divide by 2? What is this sorcery you speak of? It's a mental block. It's not that I can't actually, it's a mental block, and I'm not sure why. I think it's because every time, I don't know what is going on, but there are forces in this world trying to prevent me from going to this class, and I'm not sure why. I've had a flat tire. I've skidded all over the road. Like, just serious forces at play here that are trying to block me. So what does that make me want to do? It makes me want to go even more. But then I get there and I have a mental block because my morning drive there has been so stressful that I'm just like, you know, done. Like, can we skip to the good part, so to speak? And then by the time I get to math, I'm like kicking ass. So, I don't know. You know what I think I need to do? I need a chauffeur. Spiffy piffy. Spiffy piffy. I've realized I don't like driving. I don't know. I like road trips in rental cars. I love that. Driving a different car is awesome. My car's great too, don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining about that. I am complaining that I just don't like driving every day, day to day. Like, to go, you can waste so much time driving. So, like, to go from my school to the gym is 10 minutes. And then, well, 7 minutes, 8 minutes. And then from the gym to my daughter's school is another 10 minutes. So I've wasted that much time. To get to school, sometimes it takes me 15 to 45 minutes, depending on road conditions and traffic that day. Which is ridiculous because it's only 5 miles away. But if it's snowing and you can't, like, you press your gas pedal and your car doesn't go anywhere, it kind of makes it really freaking hard to get to the next place. Like, I was stuck at a red light for legitimately almost 10 minutes. I was on ice. I wasn't going backwards, but I was not going forwards. There was so much sludge that it just, my tires just kept spinning. So I ended up dropping down a gear and then, like, very lightly pressing the gas, and it slowly caught. And I looked in the rearview mirror on the way back. The guy that was next to me was still back there, stuck at that light. And so was everybody else. I was like, oh. It was a rough morning. It was rough. And then a gentleman patched my tire. And I will say this, he did a damn good patch. I actually had to ask. He told me he built buildings, and as he was patching them apart, I was not in the mood to talk. Like, I had got a bum tire. I was pissy. I was going to be late for my first ever lap. I was just done. I was done. Not happening. Hi, Hans. You're a different. No, Han and Hans are different. Never mind. I'm sorry. Hi. How are you today? And where are you from? Hi. Oh, thank you. I needed that. My whole side of my face is swollen really bad. Both cheeks are, but this one hurts so bad. I haven't ate. Well, no, I had soup. But I had guacamole that I made that is so good, but I could not chew the chips. I could not. I was like, man. So I was being a fat lady inside, but a skinny lady on the outside, if that makes sense. I really wanted that guacamole, and I could not have that guacamole. So we are sprinting, but we're walking right now. We're sprinting, but we're walking right now. So I go from walk to sprint to walk to sprint. I twisted my side earlier, so I can't do a lot of my ab workouts today. So instead, I'm doing this. I did my arms, my chest. I did the workouts with the back, and I'm skipping the whole midsection. And I'm just doing cardio. I need to just move right now. I'm in a lot of pain. I'm chilling. Yeah. My daughter got me this for Christmas. Strawberry shortcake. I don't really like it. If you look at the ingredients to this, they say it's all natural, but why you need so much in this? Like, I know it ain't got no cake in here, so what'd you use? And like, I get my hair cut tomorrow and I'm super excited because I keep ripping the bottom out. It gets zipped up in my jacket, so my hair's like cut up to here because I do this, and then I go whoop, and then it just rips, and then I unzip the rest of it. I've done it a lot on this side, more on this side than I have this side, but still both sides are in much need of a haircut. So I'm gonna do that tomorrow. I'm excited. I go to the same lady, she's cut my hair for 5 years. I get a very basic cut. I'm like, just do what you want. Oh, girl, you know what I want? I want a cookie with icing and another cookie on top of it. Then, no, I'm sorry, with ice cream and then icing on top of that. Almost so much that you'd have to eat it with a fork because it'd just be so big you couldn't get your mouth around it. I want that kind of cookie. I want that kind of cookie. I don't think, hold on guys, I'm sorry. Let me just make sure my do not disturb is on because I didn't want to. I got 17 seconds and I'm going to start. Oh, now I'm going to go make me. No, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make it healthy. I'm going to make a sourdough starter. Then I'm going to make some cookies, sourdough cookies. Then I am going to make yogurt ice cream. Thank you, Amy. Then I'm going to make a butter-based, guys, y'all should have heard me when I don't usually make sweets very much, and I finally looked up a recipe for icing a couple of years ago, and I about died, and every time I go to look at a recipe, I'm like, they want me to put how much sugar? Oh, so not only do they want to spike your insulin, they want to rot your teeth right out of your face, and it'd be so sweet you can't even eat one. I changed that recipe way up. It's more cream cheese based, which is more of a healthier fat than butter, cream cheese. We're all good. Healthy fats, your live bacteria. People who do carnivore should understand that they need to feed their gut bacteria. Like the steak does not feed their gut bacteria, and you can get like 80 or 90% of the way there if you want to do carnivore with fats. But if you don't eat living food, yogurt, kimchi, kefir, whatever your jam is, any fermented foods, you will regret your life choices. You have more bacteria than you have cells in your body, and if you don't feed it, it will eat. It will eat you. That's why if you're going to get buried, get cremated. Because if you're worried about bugs getting you or whatever, they're already inside of you. And if you stop feeding them, they start eating you. Just seems like a basic concept, but I have researched gut bacteria extensively, and I am super excited about this. Now, I won't do carnivore. Let's not lie. That's not good for you. Well, actually, everybody's different. You know, people who get a lot of sun are supposed to eat more fruits and vegetables diet. It's better for them. A lot of antioxidants to keep and help with the sun. If you're up north where there's not a lot of sun, you want to eat meat more because you're not cleaning house, so to speak. Antioxidants protect, but they also encourage slushes to go off. So we should be eating more meat up north if you want to go by what happens to your body in nature. As I thought this wouldn't even be a strain for me at all, but it is. I'm at 3.7 miles an hour. But you know what, at the same time, I've been working out twice a week, and I'm like, oh, this is a strain? Like, how dare this? Whew. Give me a second. I feel better. I feel better. I was feeling kind of down because my face, I can't stop thinking about how bad it hurts. Like, this hole is like so tight. Let's see, all through here. Not really that noticeable, but I can feel it. Like it's throbbing right now. Trust me, I feel, it even hurts to open my mouth. The whole jaw is so swollen, it hurts at the joint. My lips are so dry. Got like skin all picked around them. I get nervous and I pick my lips like this. My owie feels better, so I think I needed to like work it out when you walk. You know, you move your hips like this, you know, like you move. I can hear Kylie now. Mom, get back from the camera. I'm like, yes, but I want everyone to see what is up my nose. How else would I show everyone if I didn't? Yeah. Oh, you have to laugh about it. Oh my gosh. Amy, you remember when we were sitting up in Maine and I said whoever becomes the next president is going to destroy this world, and I was very upset the fact that they put Kamala Harris in the Democratic spot because I knew she wasn't strong enough, and the fact that they just drug Biden's lifeless body through the whole thing, there was no actual chance to stand against. And I just, when you don't want to be right, but you're right in the most devastating of ways, that's humanity's broken on all sides. It's all broke. It's all broke. It's all broken. It's all broken. It's all broken. Broken badly. A money-driven cesspot. If you look at any channel of the news, they look, when you lie, your body actually has cellular damage that happens. It is bad cellular dysfunction that you get specifically from the lying. Everyone on the news is so fake. Like their eyes have sunken in their heads. Like, look. I'm going to show you. Look at this guy. Eyes sunken. Look at hers. Eyes sunken. Look at this guy over here. Eyes sunken. Look at this guy over here. Eyes sunken. I could go on, but I think you get what I'm saying here. The news, I don't care what side it's on. All I can see when I look at this, I'm like, we are so broken. And you know what the scary thing is those ICE agents have been told they basically don't have rules. They do, but they don't. Not rules that they really care to follow. And they were told, even if you mess up, we'll have your back. And they're scared, and they've given these orders. And when you go out on the front line, you're to follow your orders, no matter what. You were to follow your orders. My whole military family If you were in field, you are to follow the rule book. The rules that you were set out with is what you have to do. Paired with that, paired with the fact they're all scared, paired with the fact they're arrogant and think they're untouchable, you have a recipe for disaster. Every time. It doesn't matter what it is. And especially if you don't have any actual consequences for your actions. But again, it's not, none of this is okay. None of it is. None of any of this is okay. But I guess to go to hell in a handbag is where we're going to have to go to start this over. I've been there once. It's okay. We'll get out of it. Because it's where this world is. It's in head. I know there's not really, but this has to be. This is terrible. But that's the reason I can't look at politics. I don't care what it is. I see bad all around. I don't care what color it is. I see it. And so many people will blatantly ignore things or blatantly pick stuff out, and it's like, guys, they're all terrible people. They do not actually have you in mind. They do to an extent to get votes, and then they're done. They do what's popular. They do what's trending. They don't do what the American people need them to do. I don't care what politician you're looking at. A lot of them. And the fact that they can trade stocks like it's willy-nilly, the government, the U.S. government controls the world's economic. If you don't understand it, you should look up how much the United States Congress is able to buy and pull through stocks. They know so much about these companies. They know when they're going to be hit with lawsuits. They know they have all privileged information. You have the ability for an elite few in our government, and that our government, all of them that are at the top, that sit in with these matters. So the entire top of the government controls the world's economy. They control how much money gets pushed into the economy through taxes and stuff like that, but also their own personal money. They have so much money that they could really make a huge push or pull in whatever environment they wanted it to go in. Anytime you see someone handing a rebate check back for something, usually for the economy, it's to buff the economy up. I finished this one. What does it say? Let's see what I do. 0.62 miles in 20 minutes. That's very light. I will go again. I don't do the blood pressure. No, thank you. Do you know how they do blood pressure? It measures the mercury. I don't want to do that through my hands with a metal bar. How about we not and say we didn't? And I know if my heart rate's bad, I listen to my body, and I know it's bad when it's bad. You know, if you're running, and I know when my heart rate's higher. If I'm slowed down, I know my heart rate should go down, and it does. Like, I feel my heart. It's inside. I feel it myself. I don't need a watch to tell me, or these metal thingamaboobers right there that you hold on to tell me. Sorry, my ear is just, it's so my ear. Anyways, nobody needs to. Okay. I overshare sometimes, because I just don't care, you know? My tooth is throbbing. Like, so bad. I feel like I am doing so good in some areas and so bad in other areas. I cannot wait until I get my biology paper back, because I emailed my professor. He did not give me a good grade. He gave me a terrible grade. And I would like to know why. I have a feeling if he cross-referenced it on the internet, it would probably show up that it was taken off the internet, because it was. I published my paper. So, he asked me to do research on something I was passionate about. I had done this a month ago. I thought it applied. I shortened it down. I did what I was supposed to do, and I have a feeling he thinks I plagiarized it and only gave me credit for the title page. Is really what I think, because, yeah. I'm going to demand the grading rubric, because he never gave me one. He told us verbally what he wanted us to do. Research, define the scientific method, and do research on something we're passionate about, and come up with a question and research it, and that's what I did. Research something you're interested in. That's what I did. Gut bacteria, something in biology. There's a whole study of bacteria, microbiology that people do, and I'm just like, what could I have done? And it's been 2 days, and on the syllabus he said he would reach out within 48 hours. So I have a major beef with this man. And then somebody's like, go to rate your professor. All the professors are in there for every school that you could ever go to. Just go rate my professor. I said I did, and I said I figured it was a biology lab that I would just go in, do the lab, and I would do the lecture at home. And I didn't need this man. So I didn't even look up his stuff, because I figured he wasn't grading my shit except for the lab. Oh, he was like stupid. He assigned a paper and now a hike. I have to go on a 2-mile hike for some stupid nature thing. And I said, well, I don't mind hiking, you bastard, but don't. And then he's like, we can all get in a big group. And I'm like, can you say fucking weird? No, thank you. Like, nobody wants to do shit with you, old man. Especially after my... I like people till I don't like people, and when I flip that switch, just you better back the hell up from me, because I don't care. I don't care what people think about me, and if I think they've done something wrong, I will beat it till it's dead. And I don't mean like, you know, I went dark dirty. Don't say nothing. You know, I will keep badgering it. I should say badgering it until I can't stand for injustices or bullies. I even stayed after class and asked him about it. I was like, but I promise you, he gave it to me because they thought it was plagiarized. I guarantee you. Because I published it, so if you cross-reference it with on the internet, it's on the internet. The only thing, you know, you saw nothing. 8 p.m. back there. Yeah. 8 p.m. You know what? 8 p.m. That's my bedtime. No, it's what I want to be my bedtime, but it never ends up my bedtime because, yeah, it never ends up my bedtime. Never. I have until about 6:15. I saw nothing. We saw nothing. We're not seeing anything to be. Girl, can you believe I've been keeping the kitchen clean? Like, super clean. Like, so clean. Hold on. I'm doing my fast walk. Can you hear me well? You know what? That's pleasing to the eye, isn't it? Not a clue what I'm doing there. 3 and 4, I think. I hate the sports bra. proud of all these people for being here. Like, it is not easy to make that choice to go out in this weather. I remember when I came here for like 20 minutes, I was in and I was out. It didn't even take me an hour. And then my workouts became an hour, 30 minutes, and 45 minutes. I would walk for 15 minutes and I would hate my life choices, Amy. You know what my whole conversation when I'd be on that elliptical was? I can't do this. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? I just need to give up and go get food. You know what? I did it. I kept going. I seriously did. I hated it. Every time I thought I was going to be able to do it, I would be so out of breath, miserable. And then I'd do like 2 arm exercises and I'd be out the door. But I do my lifting first and then I would do my, I'm only doing 40 minutes of cardio. I'm not doing a lot. Cheesecake. I mentioned that cookie, sourdough cookie. So if I start now, I could make them by next week. I do my, wait, is there snow? 1 p.m. on Tuesday, moving until about 5 p.m. We have a hangnail. I should, when your hands get dry, you know. I am. I think my nails look like the doo-doo. I gotta push those up. Yeah, on Thursday. I think they said Thursday. What'd they say? Yeah, Thursday, but Friday, definitely. Boy. And, doing my cuticles. They look better. Have a snow day. It is not happening. Nobody wants that. Maybe nobody wants that. Actually, that's not bad compared to what it's been. When did you see what time it was supposed to snow? Maybe I should have done. Should have brought my biology book in and read it. What? Oh, that'll be fine. Okay, so my biology teacher likes to yak his head off like anyone wants to hear what he's got to say. Freaking high school level education. Shut the hell up. Get out of my face. You're not even a professor. You're just here to guide the damn lab. Let us do the lab. Stop talking. You're not cool enough to be a teacher. But he's still a teacher. I have personal vendetta with this man right now. So, we're not gonna lie. And I want to be done with this smile. My lip is so, from, being so dry out. Haunted museum? What? Someone's got a shirt on for a haunted museum. I must know. It was so cool you bought a t-shirt. I know. I went into a cavern that was so cool in a cave and I got a t-shirt. It was so cool. And when I went to NASA, I got a t-shirt. I know the kinds of places you go and you get t-shirts. And then in Ohio, I got another t-shirt that says Miami on it. It's my Florida vacation in Ohio t-shirt. Someone asked me how I had as much energy as I had because I told some people what I did and they were like, wow, you just went. And I said, you know what? Time management is a very important skill. However, so is being able to put yourself into a state of ketosis, which is high protein and high fats for a week, so that you blow through and have unlimited energy. And you only have to drink 1 cup of coffee a day. That's all I drank was 1 cup of coffee in the morning. Did no energy, nothing. And you know what? Freaking fantastic, my friends. Freaking fantastic. I put myself into a state of ketosis, but the only hard part about that is that I should have stayed in ketosis for another 4 days to let myself self-regulate when I got home from vacation, and then slowly added fruit and vegetables back in. But I didn't. I got home and I wanted hash browns and I wanted sausage, my veggie sausage that I like so much. I had no interest in anything else. I ate turkey meatballs. Well, I did have grapes too. I had a lot of grapes while I was gone. But I ate all those grapes in the first 2 days. They were my car snack. I had to drive for 8 hours the first day. No, 6 hours the first day to get to Kentucky. Then I spent the night there and I had to get up crack ass of dawn to take a test because I couldn't reschedule it. Then I had to drive an hour and a half to a theme park, and then I had to drive back for caves that day. Anyways, I was driving all over the place. Again, I don't mind driving as long as I'm not hold on, I'm walking rather fast and I need to breathe. I need more oxygen right now than I need anything. And you can tell when I don't feel good. Look at my hair. My hair is a mood ring. If I have an afro, I'm stressed out. If it's stringy, I'm angry. If it's just dead, I am in a lot of pain and I'm not okay. If it's light and fluffy and just great looking, I'm happy. Good. There's a serious mood ring. agree with you. It's quite important, and especially when you're exercising, you should do controlled breathing instead of like short huff and puffs. You should breathe in really deep because you need more oxygen than you need exchange of carbon dioxide. You do need the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide, but your body needs oxygen more. That's why if you breathe in deeper, is this thing over yet? Oh no. If you breathe in really deep, you get a lot of good oxygen. However, if you breathe out very shallow, you do get rid of a lot of carbon dioxide, which is good. You know, there's a lot of people in here. I haven't seen one of these people ever in my life. Sorry, I'm all lost in my brain isn't what it should be right now. Yes, then I'm on the cool down. I'm only doing 2 of those. I have 30 more minutes in my life, and then I'm gonna go change and go do homework because I have to. Never give up on breathing. And you have 4 chambers in your lungs, 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom. It's like 4 lungs. So make sure you fill them all. It's important, Amy. Somebody drove into the metro airport? What? I live in a concrete bubble. New concrete dirt installed at Metro Airport. Like, who the hell? What is wrong with people? This is madness. This is ridiculous. I need to. Well, these people are crazy. And you know what? That's okay. We've lost the damn numbers. Last time I left my drugs. I'm not really concerned about it. My self-esteem. But that did kind of get me by the microphone. I am very much tired. Look at all my gray hair. I mean, it's like I'm almost 40 or something. And not all of us. My hair is terrible. Thank you, Amy. I feel like poopy cock. I need the hearts. The unicorn hearts. Like this. The unicorn hearts. I got a miniature microphone coming that just clips to your shirt. and then it goes in the bottom of my phone, and then you will be able to hear me while I work out, and I'm super excited for it. My face hurts. God. I'm having a hard time. I'm like looking around. This world is going crazy. There's a lot of people here, though. It's quite nice to see. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm hoping that Samsung releases a new phone soon, and then these phones can get cheaper because I want to claim my warranty on it. I'm harbinger of doom. Is the pain in my face. Oh, that would be nice. You know what would be nice? A heating pad on the side of my face. I'm gonna have like no dinner tonight. I'm hungry, but I'm not gonna be able to eat because I can't. I'm gonna have ice cream or something for dinner. I'm gonna call it a day. Look at this. See how much bigger this side is right here than this side? Can't even like, it like pulls up when I, like rough my jaw up or something. It will. It will. Too bad right now isn't my fast, but I didn't think I was going for anything but a consultation. It does. It does. It really does. I am definitely overstimulated for having someone put a damn microscope in my mouth for over an hour with this big old blue shield that I had to hook around the tooth, and the rest of it was out here. So whatever they did in my mouth didn't go in my mouth, because they were drilling out bad infected stuff, so they didn't want it in my face and around my face. So they cleaned out the tooth really well, and like, you know, yeah. But having that in my face, in my mouth open for, it was an hour and 10 minutes, and it was rough. And she got a lot of it cleaned and flushed out, which is great, but I don't do well with people in my face. Like, I just don't like it. Like, get away from my face. Like, don't touch my face. Don't get near my face. I don't like it. And going to the dentist, it's something you just have to do, but it just, sometimes it can be a little much if it goes over like 20 minutes. It's like, I'm good. I'm good. Thank you, but no thank you. Huh. Can I go now? No? Huh. Okay. I will sit here and let you torture me some more. She literally was taking a drill into my face. And then once she had through the root and she had it all opened up with a burr, she had to flush it with this stuff that kind of went up in each root canal with this thing that kind of just turned it like this. And then she sucked it all up with a vacuum cleaner type of thing. And then she had this thin wire thing that she would use, and she would stick it up in my root, and it would tell her if if there was any root still in there, and if there was any infection in there. I said, you have all these cool gadgets, and she says, oh yes. She goes, I love all of my stuff. She was actually a biochemist of cancer. I was like, wow, that's cool. But she didn't like it because she was just in a lab all day. She had her PhD to do research. And yeah, let me just say, she was great, but she was bored. So she left there and then she went to dental school and endodontics now. She's like, yeah, I did 4 years in dental school and now I'm doing another 3 years in endodontics. She goes, call me crazy, but I kind of find it fun. And I was like, I can't do spit. I don't like being in people's faces. But and the smell from people's mouth, like, don't play with me. You're disgusting. You can't know. And all I could think about in my head when she was drilling is you could smell like a burning smell. And I was like, oh my gosh, this weird lady likes this stuff. Oh. And like when she was drilling in the tooth, all this dust and particle was going everywhere. And I'm brushing my little thing. Now my hair turns greasy but cheesy if I gets really weighted down. If I don't yeah. But anyways, after yesterday, I'm just kind of overstimulated and I'm sitting at this table like, there's so many people in here. Like, why are there so many people? I was going to read my book, but I don't think I am. I think my book is a little lost on translation. No, I really should try to read my biology book. I have a test on Friday, and I have, like, a lot of pages to read, so I should take, like, 30 minutes and read my book. I really, really, really should. Really, really, really should. I really got to. No, it's going to make me do it. I still have to watch my lectures tomorrow. I am very much over people. Like, Amy, I have to say, I enjoy people every once in a while, but I don't actually enjoy people. Like, they confuse me. The things they do, I don't understand, and I am too hyperactive just to wait around and watch somebody do something. Like, no thank you. Not today. Not today. I would rather be productive in my time in my way, and I will do that privately. I don't need to do it in a congregation of people. And then class, my physics teacher was acting really weird towards me. Like, I said something and she like laughed and was like touching my arm, and I was like, it's a lady too. And I was like, oh, she's just like one that wants to be friendly. But I noticed she wasn't acting like that with anyone else. And like I said, like she said, give an improportionate, where the relationship of one goes up, the other one goes down, in proportional. I cannot talk today. My brain done checked out hours ago. But I was like, yeah, if you exercise, your fat will go down. So the more exercise, the fat. And she goes, my gosh, that's brilliant. And I'm like, no. Mm-mm. Well, thank you, self. Oh, I did work out. I did. I actually twisted my side, so I'm like done for the day. And thank you. As a head mama. No, it was just weird. I don't know how to take. I don't understand a lot of social situations. Like things go right over my head, and I can't pick up on hints. But this was like blatant, and I was like, what is this something, or am I just seeing something that's not there? But I do need hugs. You know what I need? A hug. I couldn't eat them earlier, but I made the best damn guacamole. And no, I'm not posting the recipe yet because I made it and I didn't even plan on making it. But I had a thing of avocados that were going to go bad because somebody put them next to the oranges, and the acid coming off the oranges ripened the avocados like overnight. They were going to be in the avocado slices in the soup, but I was like, I got to use all these avocados today. So I did. And I'm not posting the recipe because I didn't even, but it is so good. Like, I'll have to redo it. It is so good. I used 4 avocados and 2 tomatoes and half an onion and some salt and some lemon. No lime, just lemon. And then a chunk of garlic, minced garlic. Oh my god. Like, to die for, to die for, to die for. It was really good. My face hurts. Yeah, I'm going to be one of those people that just does not do... I have all weekend. I have to study, but I feel really good in math. I do not feel so hot in physics. Like, my physics is kind of scaring me right now. But I think between today and tomorrow, I can finish my biology study because I have a test in biology on Friday morning. And we must write it down to burn this man to the ground. That's what I told my daughter. She's like, she'll see me get upset, and she's like, Mama, do you want to ride? And I said, let's write it down to burn them with pitchforks. It's a joke between us. Like, this guy's pockets, he's got his pants on inside out, so his pockets are dangling and hanging off his ass. And he's walking up the stepper, and his pockets are just, like, waving at you. Pocket waves. Yeah, some days I don't mind watching people like walk around, people watch, but not today. Today we want to put our blinders on, and I'm happy to see so many overweight people in the gym. I really am. It's really good to see. I don't know what anybody's motivation is. Usually, unless you have actual discipline, it's not. Motivation will come later. You have to do first, and then motivation will come once you start seeing good results. And like, by the time you see results, you've made a consistent workout. Then from there, it just goes. I see a lot of people that if they don't go like every day, they'll just like give up on themselves, and it's like, oh well, that's not right, dork. You don't have to go every day. You could do it once a week. You could do once every other week, as long as you're doing something. They build a habit. And you don't even have to go to the gym. Like Amy today walked around the damn grocery store. That is the damn fight, especially with Pam at Sam's Club. $400 worth of groceries. Yeah, you got your cardio in. Because you have to take groceries into her house, your house, the store, the car. You hustling. Me? I gotta go to the gym. I gotta kill time. I can't wait till it's warmer. I can go running. I gotta be careful with that though, because I said I would stop the long cardio because I'm having trouble going into ketosis. I said I would do more weightlifting, but I'd rather do cardio than weightlifting. I'm not gonna lie. Yes, I'm so happy. So that'd be something so he can engage in combo. You know what? It might be a conversation starter. It might just as well be, because like every time he steps up a step, and I think they're inside out. I don't know. No, I think they're made like that. That's a fashion choice. If I could show y'all, I would, but I'm right by the front desk, and I told them I wouldn't be showing anybody else in my videos except for me. So, I don't want to get banned from shooting at the gym. I have some rules I have to follow. But I was like, I can do this at the gym. There's so many people here, but I don't know any of these people. I just keep looking like, where is the peoples? I know one person normally at the gym, but she can't come to the gym anymore because she got too busy. And I said, that is a terrible mistake because she has Bell's palsy. And if she doesn't work out, she starts getting this drop foot where she drops her foot. Like, the foot's supposed to be like this, or she'll get like a foot like this when she goes to walk. It's very bad. And I tell her, I say, you can't afford not to come to the gym. You can't afford it. Whose words? I'm so proud of you for going back to the gym. Monday through Friday, your workouts are 6:30 to 8. Ooh. Is it busy at your gym from 6 to 8? I bet you it's very calm. No, in the morning, there was a lot of, when I did it, there was a lot of elderly people that are in the mornings. I actually stopped going in the mornings because there's a little elderly guy that has the hots for me. And couldn't. I couldn't. It was an awkward situation. I just don't. No, thank you. Yeah, Monday through to Friday, weekends off, workouts for. You know what though? I have to say that's dedication. If you're not working right now, that you're off. Thank you for the hearts. But if you're off and still going to the gym that early, that's crazy good. My face, my neck hurts. Yeah, see, I don't talk to nobody at the gym. Like, it's my workout, my personal time, and I talk to my phone the entire time. Don't fuck with me. But before I started going live, when I first started coming here, I wouldn't talk to anybody. Because why would I talk to somebody? I'm here to work out and grind for myself. Talking's going to slow me down. I'm going to lose hot oxygen. Hot carbon dioxide is pretty important to me right now, so let's not and say we did. And that's how I started with this whole thing. And then I just started going live because I was like, I need to go live for my channel. What am I going to do? And then I'm like, I should promote working out because it's an important piece that a lot of people don't do. And I think even if people are scrolling through, like doom scrolling, if they see somebody working out, it might encourage them. One day at a time, you know? I'm hoping to get kids moving. Because if you can start movement when they're young and they can build that up, that is the real goal in life, right? Alright guys, I am gonna go study my brains off for a bit, for about an hour before I go get Kylie. Yeah, exactly. The gym is to work out. I'm not rude. I just don't talk to anybody. But I live in Northern America where, I hate to say it like this, nobody talks to anybody. Like, if you say, how are you? Nobody actually expects you to answer that. Nobody really wants to know how you are. And most people don't. In fact, I used to hike right across from this Walgreens on this trail. And a lot of people took this trail. But I would say hi to the people as we passed them. Like, hi, how you doing? When I first got up here, because I had Southern hospitality from South, you know, the North America South part, you know, Southern hospitality. I crap you not. Guess what? People looked at me like I was going to shoot their dog. Well, I'll say hey. I'm not going to be like, but I'm not going to, if you start talking to me, I'm going to pretend like I can't hear you and keep going. Because I ain't got time. I really, really don't. I have, like I told my physics teachers today, I went off. I said, look, are the labs always going to run late like this? Or is this from the snow day that we had? I said, because my time is very important. I have my time very much structured out so that I'm able to do everything that I need to do in a day. So I am on top of everything. I said, if I do little bits throughout the day, I can stay on top of everything that I'm supposed to do. I said, but if I let even the slightest thing fall, I said, I'm screwed. I said, I have to be eating lunch at a table by 12:15. I have to be doing my math work by 12:20. Because if I don't do my math work during break, I'm going to struggle more through math. But then I'm stuck doing it after class. And that's when I have to do physics work. And then Thursday is when I do biology work. I have a structured set because Grandma's got doctor's appointments. Grandma has to get out of the house and have some kind of companionship, so I'm trying to play that. My daughter's doing a million things. Like last night I was at a recital until almost 7:30, I think, 8 o'clock almost, by the time they were done. I said, you did so beautiful. She didn't have to do this. She signed up for this. This is extra. But this is what Kylie does. Kylie loves doing anything and everything. If there's a sign-up sheet, she's got the clipboard problem, just like I do. Like, you see that clipboard, and you're like, yes, I must write my name. What did I do? Oh, I'm doing what again? Okay. She sees a clipboard. She's just got to sign it up. You laugh at them all? I won't LOL them all. You know what? You just laugh at people, move on. I don't laugh at people. I laugh with people. No, I don't laugh at people. I don't bully people because that's just wrong. But my physics teacher, I told her, I said, is this goes a snow day? I said, because my time is so scheduled out. And I said, if I don't have, I said, this is my time. From 12 to 1 is my time. I said, we have all day for lab and lecture. I said, I expect at this time. Yes, you do. You should get a hot pink clipboard and be like, Denise, you must sign up. I would be like, yes, clipboard. I will sign up. I'm a clipboard sucker. Put a piece of paper on a clipboard and I'm done. It's over. I'm done. I'm going to sign up. And I'd be like, what am I doing? But I told her, and she said, yeah, it's just because of that. And she's like, I'm so sorry about that. And I said, it's okay. I said, that's the one thing I do not have enough of. And I said, I agreed to take this class from 9 a.m. till noon. I expect to walk out of the door at noon or 12:05. That is what I expect. This is what the agreed upon contract was when I signed up for this class. So I expect it to run a certain time. I cannot not eat. I turn into a very mean person. Like, don't play with me. Girls gotta eat, and I got a strict schedule. Like, don't play. And I like yesterday, I dropped Kylie off at the front door for her recital. She had to be there an hour early. I went and parked the car, got under the blankets, and read for an hour. I am literally using any second and every second to get stuff done. Like, I am grinding. And it's really difficult. When people say going back to school when you're older is difficult, they mean it because you have all these responsibilities in life that you just can't check out from. Like yesterday, I wanted to just not do anything today. I didn't want to go to class. I didn't want anything because I was having such a hard time with and I'm exhausted. And I said no, because if I miss, I'm going to be so behind. And then I still have to go out anyways because Kylie, I have to get my baby. So I was like, I can do this. I only have Thursday and Friday. I can do this. And then Saturday, I can be a pump a potato on a log. And that's why I've been making a lot of soups lately, because they're easy. Do you know how easy enchilada soup is? Saute some vegetables, throw some tomato and chicken broth, friggin' mix it all together, throw a couple cans of this, a couple cans of that, you're done. You're done. Minimal effort. But you know what my downfall was? I made it so good, there's no soup left. Kylie, anytime she'd get a bowl of soup, it was a huge bowl of soup. And then my grandmother, same thing, huge bowl of soup. Everybody be not having a normal sized bowl of soup. They be having this huge big bowl of soup. And I'm like, I made a pot, y'all. Like this big around and like this deep. 4 cups of chicken broth. 28 ounces of, which is 4 cups of tomato sauce. So 8 cups. I think 28 ounces. That's 32 ounces is 4 cups. So that's 3 cups. Somewhere in there. And I'm like, what happened? And then I look, and then they're just like, it's so good. And I'm like, I wanted to make cornbread with the soup, but there's no point in doing that anymore because, well, that would just be stupid. There's no soup left. I told them I was not going to put my foot in it next time. That I'd make it average tasting, like meh tasting, and they wouldn't even want it. No, I'm kidding. I love my family. They get all the good food. They get all the good food. We don't do any, yeah, we don't do any of that. Okay, now I do have to go, guys. Bye, guys. I'm going to go study. I'll wish me luck because I'm tired. I'm exhausted. Yeah, we got